Hi, this is Julie Waldorf at juliewaldorf.com, and I have Tyson here. He is a banker. And Tyson, could you tell us what is the difference between a banker and a mortgage broker?
Good morning. Yes, I'm a direct lender. I work with the fifth largest bank in the country. And so to kind of summarize the difference between going directly to your bank and asking for a loan versus going to a broker and asking for a loan has changed pretty dramatically even in the last 6 months. The Dodd-Frank bill that came out of Washington has greatly regulated the industry, and it's revolutionizing the industry. A lot of it is having to do with Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, the two sources for basically all conventional loans, FHA loans, and even jumbo conventional up to $687,000. Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac are basically the source for that, and their rules are changing. Slowly they're changing from a government-backed institution to a private industry-backed institution. And so the feeling in the industry is that the biggest fish are going to survive. There's going to be a paring down of the options. There's going to be some takeovers. In the end, the feeling is there's going to be maybe 5 to 8 options for lending. Where right now you could argue there's maybe 15 to 20 options. Brokers, by nature, have wholesale relationships, wholesale channels with the banks. Typically they sell their loans back to the big banks, which then package them and sell them on to Fannie and Freddie.
Okay.
So in the past, the broker may have had a niche because they had more choices in their staple, so to speak, and they could find something that fit a lender that was sort of a niche product that maybe that borrower wouldn't have found had they gone directly to their bank. That was in the past. I think what's happening now is that brokers are their options are being whittled down because they've sort of been identified as the lion's share of the bad loans that were done, and the quality of loans they tend to deliver is lower than the direct banks do. And so Fannie and Freddie have noticed that. The Dodd-Frank bill has noticed that.
Okay.
And it's really cracking down on them. So it's going to be tough for a broker to survive in the coming years, to be honest.
Wow. That's information, I tell you.
Well, I mean that's a banker's point of view, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, my stepmom is a broker in San Diego. She's been a lifelong broker down there, so I'm very sympathetic to the brokers world. That's where I began 10 years ago in that world. I got my license and hung it with a broker for a while. It's amazing how much the industry's changed.
It's progress. It's just progress. So, well, what's your contact information if someone would like to get a loan through you?
Sure. My phone number here locally in San Luis Obispo, Central Coast, California, is 805-709-3465. I can't say the bank I work for on this format, but it is the fifth largest in the United States, and you're guaranteed to be in good hands. Our product list is wider than ever. We're offering construction loans, vacant lot loans, manufactured home loans on land that you own. We can go that either FHA or conventional. We're one of the only banks in the country that's offering that product conventional, one of the only banks that's offering the land loan and the construction loan. So
great.
We're still lending. The rep that the banks aren't lending has some truth to it, but there's still options out there.
Yeah, and the banks do need to lend money out to make money. So yeah, you're lending. It's just the product is changing.
That's right.
So all right, well, thank you very much, Tyson. This is Julie Waldorf at juliewaldorf.com. Ciao.